Hi, everybody. Welcome to kdmoonchild's world. I'm Katie, and you have arrived at Saturday's Solutions. This is a spiritual card reading. We come together to see what we can find energetically, spiritually, for some solutions in this crazy world we're living in right now. We're not here to talk about the issues. We're here to talk about the solutions. And you know we've had one heck of a week. So, are you ready for this? I sure am. Let's get down to the table and see what we get. I will try not to take it too seriously. Let's have some fun with this. Okay, as you can tell, I have several cards here. First of all, these two cards are the cards from the two decks, the bottom of the two decks that I am using. Which, let's start there. Why don't I tell you about those? This right here is the Messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle by Dr. Stephen D. Farmer. That will be a clarifier card. Our main reading cards are the Earth Wisdom Oracle by Barbara Moore and Christina Scagliotti. Okay, the other two over here, we have Therapeps by Kate Allen, and up here we have the Eckhart Tolle's Present Moment Reminder deck. Now, let's get this reading started. Okay, here we are today. We're here to discover the magic of communication with the spirits of the world. Because we haven't been communicating with ourselves very well. We've been really hard on ourselves. And we don't need to be doing that. The events of life in general are enough of that for all of us. Okay? So, as I get some stuff out of my lap here, let's get this started. Our first card, pull up what I need to look at here. Our first card is because basically what we're doing here, the name of this spread that I'm using is called Too Tough. It's a tarot spread or an oracle spread, which is I'm using all oracle here, for times when you're too hard on yourself. So, what's our first card here? The first card is, what do I not allow myself? And we get, ooh, that's kind of powerful. Ooh, lots of glare, I'm sorry. Powerful Intuition card. We don't allow ourselves the practical intuition that we need to maneuver, navigate, and function through all of the pitfalls. This is like going on an obstacle course, you guys. And to be able to know when to duck and dive or pivot and turn, we're going to have to trust our gut. We're going to have to trust our intuition. This is a 30 card. Sorry, which breaks down to a 3, but I didn't tell you. I will be using also the Angel Numbers book by Kyle Gray to tell you about the numbers on the card. This card being a number 30, you are here for a reason. Know that your happiness has a purpose and it is of service to the world. My goodness. What do we need to know for a clarifier on this? Basically, there are clarifiers, kind of like a message from the world. We get, it's interesting. I was just doing some artwork with the oak tree. Very appropriate, especially if you watch my video that is coming out soon with Sonia Rain Lee and I, Coffee Talk Oracle. We're going to be doing a little pre-recorded video, having a chat with each other about flow. But this oak tree is about our ancestors. And I'm getting loud and clear that's where our practical intuition is going to come from. We all have ancestors who went through World War II and before. We have been at a crossroads and at the end of many cycles. And our ancestors were somewhere every single time. Who knows? Maybe you were in one of those in a past life. The oak tree is strong. It just grows and grows and grows. That's what we need to do. Reaching for that light is grow and grow and grow. And our practical intuition given to us by our ancestors will guide the way. Okay, that's interesting. Our second card over here is about our fears. Okay? What do we think might happen if we allow our fears to come to fruition? Play the if game. You do that what if, play it through. Play it through in your head. What if that happens? What's the result? And this card says, it will give you blessed sight. If you are all encased in fear and absorbed in the fear, you have to rely on blessed sight because you can see nothing else but fear. Know that wherever you step, you plant a seed of blessed sight. Your energy is pure and good from the get-go. It's only when we allow corruption that we begin to lose this clarity of blessed sight. And it does not have to be our corruption. It's just corruption in general, allowing it, period, will make us lose or fog, at the very least, our blessed sight. That's the number 28. It says your angels want you. Sorry, let me try that again. Your angels want to give you a high five as they recognize your commitment to being a light in the world. Well done for facing your fears. Hey, hey, considering this is, in this spread, the fear position, let's see what is our natural clarifier for this card from the earth. Release your fears. Wow. Even if they're the size of a volcano, because let me tell you, if you don't release them and work through them, identify them and sit with them long enough to know they're not going to happen, that the result, even if it does happen, isn't catastrophic. If you don't work through that, they build up and become an eruption of release like a volcano. And that's when we can damage those we love. You know, trust is a difficult thing to build. But when you do something to lose that trust, you can't ever really get it built to the original position you had it in with someone. So be careful holding things in and not having a reasonable conversation. If someone is doing something or saying something that is just really making you uncomfortable, in order to be able to release that, you need to have a conversation. You need to communicate about it. If you don't, you will blow up like a volcano. Now, this is the number 40 card. I'll be looking up Mr. Gray's numbers. Actually, they're their angel numbers. Ah, it's a short one. For number 40, God and the angels are with you now. Have no fear. Wow, that's pretty cool. So, this card, what do I force myself to do? What do I force myself to do? Find relief. Look, in her meditation, she's holding flowers in her hands. But in her meditation, she's releasing them to the air, to the flow of the world around her. She is standing in the light, and she has come out of that dark, dark castle in the background. She has spent the time she needs to identify her grief, her pain, and her fear. And now she is looking for relief, making it possible for release before you become a volcano. Oh, my goodness, looks like there's two of these. Oh, I'm sorry. It would help if I put it on the right side, wouldn't it? Your ancestors are warning you. You need to rest and find relief, because that's the first thing they did. When they knew it was time to rest, they did. But it was only after the chores were done. I remember my grandma talking. Shoot, I remember my dad talking. Our next card, I'm sorry, the clarifier card for what our fears. No, it's what do I force myself to do? The clarifier card is work towards renewal. We get the rain card. It's to cleanse and wash you. Rain brings elements. It brings oxygen. It brings minerals. It is an element. and it brings very much the essence of life. Rain is water, and each drop accumulates into a stream, which eventually ends up in the ocean, becoming one with a gigantic collective, but yet minute compared to the collective we belong to. Don't be afeared. Lori, you really have an effect on me. I love you, Lori, the way of positive change. Don't be afraid anymore. You have to force yourself to find the time for release when you need it, relief when it's absolutely necessary, because you're going to really need it. Whether you need to find it by taking a break, eating something, going to nature, whatever it is you need, know that it is in your renewal. So don't be so hard on yourself as to deny yourself this. Right here, we have, why in my opinion is this necessary? All this change, all this focus on manifestation and release and struggle. Why is it necessary? Why don't I just shut up and write it out? Why is this necessary? Sorry, upside down. I usually don't read oracle cards in the reverse. Know that you are the energy of divine love. You don't have to search for it or look for it. It's in you. You're made of it. And I'm bringing it closer so we can see what she has in her hand. There. I'm going to have to take a look. Oh, I think it's a wishbone. You know, from a bird. Because if you look at there's a bird right there too. Oh, it's a ribbon. And the bird is putting it in her hand. There you go. Look at the creek in the background and all those pretty flowers. That's divine love. That pattern in that window in the wall, in the opening in the wall, is the start of the sacred geometry for the tree of life. So why is it necessary? Wouldn't you like to be that girl just hanging out, laying around in the grass on a nice sunny day? Just enjoying the birds and the flowers? That's what it is when you live in divine love all the time. That is a number 31 card. And the book says, saints and masters are working closely with your prayers and intentions at this time. Know they are doing their best to help you. Let's get a clarifier on this. Yes. Talk about collective and community. You're a member of a hive. Don't have necessarily the hive mentality, because every worker in the hive is all about whatever it takes for the betterment of the hive. The honeybee, however, is all about what is best for the queen as well as the hive. Bees take care of each other. They clean each other. They are so necessary for us. And the reward of their community is so sweetly wonderful. It's even filled with natural antibiotics that work on all living creatures, as far as I know. So, why is it necessary? Because you're a member of a community, and we are working for what is best for the whole community, not just the worker bee. Yeah, I know, we're all worker bees, and we're tired of working so hard. The rewards are coming. There's honey involved. It's there. I promise. And I'm going to stop at this point and show you what these two cards are that are the energy of the whole reading. The first card we get is the card of communication. So we can get the glare out of there. Look at her. She's communicating with animals. I love it. They're even climbing up the stump to get to that fire. Spiritual communication. Number 18. This is the bottom of the deck now. This is the underlying energy of what we're looking at. Your angels are encouraging you to take an inventory of your past experiences in order to understand your current position and lessons. And once you learn your lessons, communicate it. Share what you learn. It will help us and serve us all. The clarifier card we get. This is our clarifier card for this is not clarifier. This is the underlying energy card for our clarifier deck. Flow. Water. Water is life. Air is life. We cannot survive without either one of those. Oh my goodness. And the book is telling us, number 40, 41, your angels are encouraging you to embrace your gifts and know you are willing of having them. You are worthy of having them. So stop being so hard on yourself. I heard that really, really, really loud. I mean, like that was my spirit guide yelling that at me because I do beat myself up. I was going to start this reading by apologizing to you guys for being sick last week. That was beyond my control, as far as I know. Why would I have to apologize for it? Anyway, I missed you. Our next card is, what thought or idea can help me give myself more freedom? Freedom from yourself? Yeah. Need to be more nurturing. Do the things that bring you joy, that bring beauty in your life, that allow you to walk and stay in the beauty way. So you stay out of the darkness, out of the anger, and out of so much grief and worry. You've got to stop playing those hard tapes about yourself and start being your own best friend. Start nurturing yourself. Doesn't matter if you can play a particular song on a flute. If you like the sound of that instrument, go for it. If it brings you freedom and release, use it. Plan for it. Set time aside to nurture yourself with what you need and love to do that brings you joy. At 29, sure sticking around 29, 30, 31. That's kind of interesting. 29, powerful goddess and divine mother energy is surrounding you. You're being enveloped in love and compassion. So nurture yourself. Nurture yourself. The best thing you can do for yourself to help stop playing those horrid beating yourself up tapes. And the clarification on this is to look to the stars. Keep looking up. Notice the changes in the sky, in the Milky Way. Those changes are the changes that are going to have the biggest effect on your life. Knowing how to navigate according to the stars could be everything, because they, for a while, might be our brightest light in our civilizations. Wow, we've come around full circle, because here we're talking I can't remember which one of these cards. We were talking navigation and communication in one of these. I'm sorry, there's a lot of cards here. It's an important message, apparently. And here we are, another number 30s card. Number 37. The masters of manifestation are surrounding you and helping you create the life you have always dreamed of. There's your thought. There's your idea. Your dream is here. All you have to do is reach out, take a step towards it, reach out and take it. You know, the brass ring on the merry-go-round doesn't land in your lap. You got to kind of almost fall off the horse to grab that thing. Extend yourself. Don't be afraid of reaching out a hand. Oh, sorry. I was working outside. Anyway, these cards are saying also that as a planet and a civilization and as life forms, we are about to have visitors from the stars that we cannot deny or say, oh, that's not real, that's AI. It's going to be in your face. So that's how you can give yourself more freedom. Look to the stars. Keep your head up. Quit looking down. You know what? I do know something as in healthcare for the elderly. As we age, we tend to watch where we put our feet when we walk. And the more you look down, the more you have a tendency to stub your toe and fall, believe it or not, because you're so focused on being uneasy on your feet. That's a pretty weird thought, huh? So, how can we use this freedom that we are claiming In the days and months and years ahead, we're going to need to claim the freedom and the relief and the release and the community and the sacrifice to help heal all this grief. It might seem like a cold world for a while as we go through these changes, but it doesn't have to be a cold world. Not if we rely on our beliefs that serve us, not the beliefs that we have been told should serve us. You have the wisdom to be able to make that choice. So this is coming a time soon of healing our grief. We are not finished feeling the grief, however, because there are still those who aren't grieving, who should be. And when they awaken and come to grief and come to humble world and humble breaths and come out of their arrogance, we can embark as a society and a species in healing our grief. This is a number 19 card. It's okay for you to be powerful. You are being guided by heaven to take ownership of your current situation. You know, we all had a part in all of this, as much as we don't want to admit it. All this chaos that's going on, we've had our hand in it too. We just didn't know it because we were being manipulated as well. And it's okay. We know this now. We see. We have the wisdom of the owl on our shoulder. And we will heal. Once we have finished feeling all those stages of grief. And the clarifier card is that use this healing time for a breakthrough. And it can come in a lightning bolt, as you know. So be prepared to see the messages before the lightning bolt hits and forcing your breakthrough. You are going to have a breakthrough because everything in your life and mine, everything we have taken for granted, is about to change at the very least and go away for some of us. But some of us have needed it to change and go away, obviously, or it wouldn't be happening. So don't be afraid of the breakthrough, because before you can embark on that unknown path, you might take 5 steps on that path, and you are going to have a breakthrough that is going to help you navigate with the advice of our ancestors, being able to communicate renewal and release to the community in a nurturing way so that we can move forward with the stars. This card is a number 21. Your connection to the universe is really strong, and you are being filled with inspiration and guidance. Be open and aware. Wow, that's a powerful reading. We start out worried about our being able to communicate and being very separate and divided in this card. But our ancestors are going to help us learn how to communicate and navigate the terrain ahead because they've been here or somewhere similar. We have to release what is holding us back and what is making us feel uncomfortable so that we can be washed clean with renewal. As a result, we will nurture ourselves and the stars for the visitors that are coming to see our evolution. We have been given blessed sight so that we know what we need to release before it becomes the exploding volcano of emotion or anger is an emotion. Before it becomes a volcano of emotion, right? And we're in this garden of divine love right here, knowing that in that garden of divine love, it is only the it is only the collective and the communication within the collective that keeps it a thriving, balanced, and beautiful garden. So, how do we use all this to find freedom from the pain and the turmoil and the chaos? We do it by quietly finding a breakthrough, by realizing our strength, not being in fear, and know that yes, we've been hurt, we've been battered, and we've been beaten, and we need healing. So declare that time of healing so you too can have your breakthrough. If you don't do that, you will remain stuck where you are, frustrated, angry, and not knowing what to do next. Understand that the flow of life is water and air, and both of those are life's blood. We can't survive without either one. We have to keep them clean. And to do that, we have to know how to communicate when it's not clean and not run from the solution to clean it up. So, what's our final message? Well, it's not final, but what's our message from those wonderful animals that are around us? Oh, got an axolotl. I love it. You are going to get through this just fine. Ooh, I think I want to make him. I love the colors in him. He's very, very pretty. Kind of reminds me of, move these guys over. This guy, you know, I made him too. Thank you. These are special salamanders. Over here, what does Eckhart Tolle have to tell us, to send us out with? See if I can get it up there nice and close. and hold my hand steady. Give close attention to sensory perception. This takes you out of the unconscious stream of thinking and into the present moment. Thus, sensory perception can become a portal into presence. Oh, I'm going to have to think about that one. I don't know about you guys. Give close attention to sensory perception. This takes you out of the unconscious stream of thinking and into the present moment. Thus, sensory perception can become a portal into presence. Okay. Wow. Whoa. I don't know about you guys. This reading has given me a lot to think about, and I'm sorry it's kind of long this week, but there's a lot here. Hang in there, you guys. We're going to do this. We're going to do it together. I love you. I don't want you to be miserable. I want you to be happy and healthy. I hope this reading helped you. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up on your way out. And if you'd like to subscribe and come back for next week, if you hit the all button, you'll get a notification, hopefully. I thank you for being here. And we'll see you next time.